This is a lot more stuff than I thought I would bring. So we just left Hegman, keep messing that up. I'm going into this new lake. Very short portage. I'm just rock hopping here. And I think that was South Hegman. I think this is North Hegman. So I'm just gonna bring my kayak into here. Beautiful. Yeah, so super short portage. South Hegman to little stream to North Hegman, I assume. And just slide right in. So a pretty short portage. 2 rods, I don't know. Shortest portage I remember in the Boundary Waters. From Hegman, South Hegman to North. Beautiful morning. Pretty chilly. It was in the 20s, I think, last night. But that's good. It'll kill off the bugs. Noticing the squirrels and the birds working pretty hard to get some food. I can hear them making their noises. Heading up to some Indian pictographs. I think the best ones in the state. But it is a beautiful morning. So peaceful. Hear the wind and the trees and the pines. It's a crescendo. It's like an orchestra, really. Some music of nature. Sometimes I like to listen to music, but in the wilderness it feels like you can hear the symphony of the natural world. And even if it isn't, you can slow your mind down in your heart. You can feel a real connection, a presence, and being present. Just absorbing everything that you feel and see and smell, all the senses just become alive. It's pretty cool. It's like meditation. Nature bathing, I call it sometimes. When I first started on this trip, I kind of was thinking, I want to do 100 miles, do it hard and fast, but I don't know. I'm feeling more like just slowing down and just absorbing all this beauty. Instead of trying to embrace brutality, just slow down and be present in the beauty. I think that's the piece I've been missing as I do all these big adventures, going hard every day and pushing my body. Sometimes it's nice just to relax and breathe. There they are. So pretty in the morning light. Wow. I don't know how old they are. 500 years, 1,000, 10,000. I'll have to look. Those are the best pictographs, I'm told, in all of Minnesota. Looks like a human with some little numbers. Maybe how many fish they caught. 3 canoes, big moose, and an animal with a long tail. Is that a beaver? And an X. This must be a good fishing spot and hunting. Just imagine a long time ago somebody clinging to those rocks and preparing the iron or whatever is the red to create that beautiful stuff that many people have been pondering. Just kind of stands itself in time. Time standing still for a moment. Pretty cool. So what's next is probably a bog slog. Officially on Treese Lake. Trying to spot the portage, looking at the map. Kind of like intuition. But it says it's on the opposite side of the lake, but on the left. If I look over there, it shows like a stream swamp going through. I see the tree line. That must be that. My portage should be straight ahead. I see an opening in the trees, so I'm guessing it's that. I think it would have been easier to go through that campsite and try to pull through this bog. But I do hear people over there, so that would have been weird if they're camping. Excuse me, can I portage through? So, kind of cool little bog though. I think these are blueberry bushes. Alright, I'll try to get through this bog. Smell the methane. Pretty tight. I'm gonna go over a log here. Doing the butt scoop. Getting really close to nature here. Not a lot of room to paddle, so just do separate hands till we get out. Looks like a beaver lodge. And we're gonna have headwind. And this, I think, is Angleworm Lake. Look at the headwind. A lot colder now. Okay, leaving Angleworm Lake into the Narrows, going into Home Lake. It shows that I can paddle more. It looks like the beavers have altered that decision. Might have to portage. So paddling across Gull Lake. Pretty nice. I actually have the breeze to my back for a bit. I think I'm going mostly east. I'm gonna head into Gun Lake next, which I've been to. Actually, last winter, I think. The colors on Gun Lake here. Got a nice tailwind. Fairy Lake. Beautiful. Alright, ending ferry. Going into the portage to Boot. Alright, so just entering Boot Lake. Looks like I'm going to hang left. I can see all my old tracks here and plans. But then, instead of going into Mudrow, we would go to Fourtown, this little lake, whatever it is, and then over to Horse. And then we'll see what time it is. I might have to take that campsite there. It'd be nice to take the Horse River, which is probably going to be low, and make it up here to Last Falls. That'd be sweet. Or wheelbarrow falls. But there's camp spots. That'd be sweet. We'll see. Alright, the portage from Boot Lake into Fourtown. Alright, Fourtown Lake. Looks like I'm going to go on that side of that island hop to the next one, just slight right, and then make a tangent to a peninsula. There should be a portage by campsite. If I go to the right, over there, that's where I usually go if I go to Mudrow. So we're going to go straight across. Alright, hopefully I won't get too lost. More sand. Pretty cool. Alright, leaving Fourtown, going into Horse. Very short portage. So now I'm debating. This would be a beautiful campsite. I think this is a campsite, yeah. Maybe. And a nice little sandy beach too. Might not get that deep for swimming. I thought this was Horse Lake, but you have to portage, and there's no name on my map, so I'm not sure what this lake is, but it's very pretty. I think I'm just going to do a quick portage. I don't know if this is easier or not. Looks like if I just get over this, I should be able to just get through that, I think. I'll give it a try. Another no-name lake before Horse Lake. Should be another portage coming up on the left. And then I think I'm going to camp on Horse Lake tonight with a good view of the north sky, just in case the northern lights decide to display some beautiful artwork. Oh, Finally to Horse Lake. The real Horse Lake. Just gotta get across this. I think I'll set up my campsite. Alright, tonight making beef lasagna. Out in the house. The water boiling. Shut that off. And I'm just going to use birch bark, I think, to grab the pan, pot. Should be good enough. Smells good already. And close it up. I'm just going to kind of swish it around. Stir not carefully, yeah. Stir carefully. Maybe so patient. It says stir, but we'll just put it there. That's it. I might do some more water for some hot cocoa. This pan's already hot. Just got some fresh water from Horse Lake. Nice sandy beach here. There's a little bit of poison ivy though too. Not much. Perfect for hot cocoa. Fire it up again. Alright. Supposed to wait like 5 minutes. Love the campsite here, right on a point. Just started setting up my tent. North is that way, so I could even cowboy camp if it's warm enough. Nice sandy beach. A point with the sunset. That's very beautiful. Yeah, this is a good spot. And then the Horse River is right over there. So I can take that up in the morning. Beautiful night. You can smell the ashes in this fire pit. Must be a popular spot. It just smells like a lot of good campfires. I can feel the laughter and stories being said here. Oh, I miss sharing the adventure. Oh, to do the Appalachian or Pacific Crest Trail again. I love, well, Appalachian Trail. They have the campfires, I guess. No, that's a little light. I'm going to do another hot cocoa. These I probably won't have any for tomorrow, but I just put too much water in. These are old cocoa packets, or they've been on trips that I haven't used, so I might as well use them. I don't have to save it. Burned lots of calories today. I think I did like 18 miles maybe. Oh yeah, that's looking good. Perfect. Let that settle in. Oop, a little more in there. Well, I'm being invaded by mice. So I don't know where they went, but I was gonna do cowboy camping, but I don't want a mouse going over me. Ooh, this looks pretty good. I'm sure the mouse would agree. Turn this on bright. There we go. Oh yeah. Beef lasagna. Make sure the mouse isn't here. Mmm. It is fantastic. No, I think the mouse is like after some of my other stuff. Some Ziploc bags, but I already got my bear bag, which is going to be mostly mouse bag.
That's so good. I let it sit like 10 minutes. So much better when you let it sit. So good. A little hot chocolate. Gotta eat it before the mouse gets it.
Good stuff. So I don't understand. I hung my food bag up like an hour ago and it's still swinging. There were a bunch of mice around. So if a mouse got in there, was running around, would that cause that? I mean, I don't think the bag is moving inside. I don't understand how that pendulum could swing for an hour. What the heck? Weird. It's not windy out. Why?